There's a green light. Just want to be sure I'm make sure our alarm doesn't go off. We're going up.
Yep. See. I think I got them all. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Professor Krause looks up and says he's on the stage. Why? So anyway, welcome. Thank you for coming. As all of you know, today is the Ideas and Impact Showcase, and it is a combination of what we have done separately in prior years, which was an innovative idea competition, which would run second half of fall semester, and the Changemaker Challenge Social Impact competition, which would start November and go through to January. And we figured, let's be more efficient, and let's also not get interrupted by winter break. So welcome and thank you for being here. So, little bit, I think most of you know who I am. I've been here about 10 years. I am managing director of the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Institute. And days like this and seeing you here and our presenters is the reason I and all the other professors here do this, because that's the joy we get from seeing all of you develop and have initiative and ambition and take advantage of all the resources we have available. Okay, so this is the agenda. We will be going through our innovative idea pitches this morning. We will have judging, and during the judging, there will be a raffle for some unbelievably valuable Philadelphia mural arts merchandise and some IEI merchandise. So be sure you have your ticket and you hold on to it. And then we're going to have lunch and a very special speaker, Jane Golden, who is founder and managing director of Mural Arts Philadelphia. And if you walk through Philadelphia, you have to see her work. And she's also really done an amazing job in turning it into a social impact venture. And then the afternoon, we'll have the social impact track, program wrap up. We will feed you throughout the day. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Neil. Neil is the one who has kept everything going and has made today happen. And with that, I will give it to him.
Thank you, Alan. Round of applause again for Alan. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. So you are here this morning to hear some awesome pitches in the Innovative Idea Focus. You can see there are our undergraduate track submissions who are going to go first. Those are comprised of folks who are currently undergraduate students here at Temple. And then our upper track folks are composed of people who are either alums or graduate students during their time here at Temple. Throughout the presentation, you will see me put up this QR code. You are welcome to share it. You are welcome to vote once. We do ask for your email address, so we will be checking. But the winner of the People's Choice Award for this morning's competition does get an additional $500. So save that. Be sure to vote for your favorite after the presentations have happened. I also want to thank another partner, the Institute for Business and Information Technology. They are sponsoring our Digital Innovation Award. Submitters have the opportunity to indicate if they were interested in submitting, and then put some additional, answered some additional questions in there. So thank you to them for being great partners. And this would not be possible without a bunch of different people that I'm going to rattle off very quickly, not give them the justice that they deserve. So apologies in advance. But first of all, we had committee members. You can see a wide representation of schools there on the screen. Are there any committee members here? I don't think so. But thank you all for your work in helping get us to this point. We had guest speakers. So prior to each competition, we have workshops that happen. And so all the people that you see on our screen, kicking off with Dr. David Brown, who was our featured speaker, they helped run through a bunch of different workshops that helped our submitters get prepared for the presentation. So talking about things like finances, talking about things like where to find your idea, how to keep the passion going, all that sort of stuff. So thank you to all of our guest speakers that spoke. I don't think any of them are here. Our expert mentors, I do know there are a few of those folks here. These are people that volunteered some of their time right as the submission deadline was approaching. I'm sure you all are like many of us and wait until, I won't say the last minute, but wait until the very end to make sure that you can squeeze all you can out of your idea. And so these folks were available by Zoom to just hop on and answer any quick questions. So really appreciate them getting our submitters over the finish line. We also had a great crop of reviewers this year. These are the folks that looked at those initial submissions, graded them against a rubric. A lot of them got 5, 6, even more submissions to look at and graded them. And so that's how we determined our finalists. And then our pitch coaches, these are the folks that worked with our finalists to get them ready for today. So again, let them run through their presentation a couple of times, gave some feedback. Hey, tweak this, maybe move this slide here. I'm really giving some great feedback on all of that. So I think that takes us to where we are actually today, and that is to our judges. So really pleased that we have a great crop of judges that are here to be with us this morning. I will introduce them one at a time. So Dr. Tom Edwards pursues organizational innovation from his 3 perspectives of research, principal, application, and teaching. His current challenge is building a graduate program in leadership for the College of Engineering at Temple University. So Tom is a great friend of the IEI, and we are happy to have him here as one of our judges. Thank you, Tom. Sydney Johnson is another great friend. He is the former president of the Fox School Business Alumni Association, which means that he is a proud Temple alum. That's how we say it. He is the founder and president of Numbers by Design LLC and a senior management consultant. He delivers finance with focus through operational excellence, process improvement, and innovational financial leadership. So Sydney, thank you again for being here. Dr. Lori Wu is another friend of Temple. She is a professor at our partner school, the School of Sport, Tourism, and Hospitality Management, where she serves as the academic director of the Masters of Science in Experience Management and Analytics. Do you have to answer your phone that way with that full title? EMA. Okay, perfect. Woof. All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Wu, for being here as well. One more plug for the Innovative Idea Focus, and then I think we are ready to kick it off with our undergraduate track. So I am pleased to introduce our first presenter. Robert Emig is a current Fox School of Business student graduating in 26, and he is here to tell you all about Chillmate.
Do you want to bring that as acronym?
Yep.
Thank you. The clicker. Okay. My name is Robert Emig. I'm a student at the Fox School of Business, dual major, entrepreneurship and innovation and marketing. So I've been in hospitality for over 8 years now. I've done everything from managing, the dishwashing, everything. I've experienced a lot, but I haven't experienced it all. So as a bartender, we always look at these, what's the biggest problem? I'd say the biggest problem for me is the bar fruit tray. So judges, if you lift up cup 1 first for us, This is what a bad fruit, gross fruit should look like. You would never want to serve something like that. It's ridden with bacteria. It's gross. So something that gets served like that, you're sending that back. That's food waste. That's profit loss. That's money going out the drain. If you open up cup 2, that's how it should be served. That is a perfectly good fruit, and that's how you want all of our products coming out. So this comes to our problem. When cut fruit sits out for hours, it loses freshness, safety, and quality. So when fruit sits out for 4 hours, it gets into the danger zone of 40 degrees, especially at room temperature, and it loses its quality and freshness, and this is what the FDA says. So there's over 1 million restaurants out there that lose about 10 to 30% in food waste. And doing some research at the restaurant that I work at, we spend about 16 grand a year in food waste. So at a rough estimate, 4 to 5 grand a year gets thrown away. So this is my solution. Filmate, a portable refrigerated garnish tray that keeps refrigerated ingredients fresh, cool, and clean all shift long. So my product is a stainless steel container with stainless steel inserts that hold temperature for 6 to 8 hours, and it keeps the fruit fresh all shift long. You might have to rotate it once a shift. It fits in a standard bar rail, any catering setup, and it's easy to clean, store, and transport, and it has a clear sanitary lid. So my business model, it's a $200 premium model with potential add-ons as well, with a 40-50% margin for potential. And for distribution, it's direct to restaurants, partnerships with slide distributions, partnerships with alcohol companies, potential e-commerce, and even event rentals. So the question is, why now? Ever since COVID, a lot of people are more health conscious and care more about their health and what they're putting in their body. People definitely do not want to be putting in fruit ridden of bacteria. And ever since COVID, the catering business and mobile bartending business has grown a lot. Last year, there's an estimated over 2 million events. So there's a ton of opportunity and usage there. So now for my roadmap. Phase 1 was build a prototype and make sure it works properly. Phase 2 would be to test my prototype at my locations and collect data. Phase 3 would test the data, analyze it, make sure it works, and create a final product. And phase 4 is have a launch event announcing all partnerships and distribution avenues and showing off the product. I truly believe this is going to be a revolutionary product for the bar industry. And I feel like we're going to look back and be like, this is a no-brainer. And I truly think this is going to be a great thing for all bar owners and all guests as well. This is going to change the guest experience and just make hospitality all together as a whole. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
All right. Thank you, Robert. Judges, question for Robert. I was about to make that joke, Tom.
Is it working? Okay. All right. So if you're saving the bar owner $4,000 a year, how did you decide to only charge $200 for the device?
So the biggest thing is I had a lot of different ways of solving this problem, and I wanted to make it the most cost-effective way. So it's something like I can go to a bar owner, you're gonna pay $200, and I'm gonna save you $4 grand. Maybe if I went to an option saying, hey, it's gonna charge $1,000 and save you $4 grand, that might be a way. But in the hospitality world right now, a lot of owners are struggling. There's a lot of money out there, so the cheapest option will definitely get it done the fastest.
All right. Thank you all so much. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Just turn your microphone off in the pocket. All right. Couple of quick housekeeping things that I should have mentioned before. Apologies for that. So the presenters will have 3 minutes to make their pitches, as you just saw, and then we've got about 1 minute of Q&A from the judges. So trying to keep us on time. Just to kind of keep the flow going, if you do need to step out and use the restroom or make a phone call, Alan, if you wouldn't mind standing up and waving, directing people just like a good flight attendant. Yes, thank you. There's a door back there that takes you through a hallway that kind of goes around. And then to get in, there's a door right here that'll put you out right there. So if you need something, if you need to leave, feel free. We'll have the judges jot their scores down. They'll hold on to them for this time, and then we'll pass them back. Now I think we are ready to bring up our next presenter. Alex Fisher is another current student at the Fox School of Business, and he is here to tell us about Decfluence.
How's it going? My name is Alex Fisher. I'm here to tell you about Decfluence. I'm a senior marketing and music business major. I'm also a DJ. I'm a micro influencer. And this past summer, I entered with Sony Music at Ultra Records. And along the way, I have met dozens and dozens and dozens of artists, and we all have the same issue. None of us are making a living from our music, and more importantly, none of us have a clear direction on where to go next. And the problem is clear because in 2025, there is a whole range of professional functions that an artist needs when they start. Producer, engineer, marketer, videographer, the list goes on and on and on, but there's no place to actually go and find any of these people. So what happens is an artist just becomes confused, paralyzed, and they don't grow. But the solution is simple. There just needs to be a platform where all of these professional services can come together into one hub and be the place where artists can find what they need and service providers can find artists. And so Deckfluence connects artists with the professionals that they need to grow and acts as an infrastructure layer for the entire independent music economy. And as a result, artists get structure and a real team. And the solution is in the real world. Liam actually, as of yesterday, just signed his first record deal. And when I asked him how he got there, it was clear he didn't do it alone. He met Dan, and Dan believed in him. And him and Dan aligned on a vision, and together they were able to build together. He met a producer, he met the people he needed, and his growth accelerated. And that led to his record deal, not his social media. Now, Venus Girl is the opposite case. Venus Girl went massively viral on social media. 31,000 followers, millions and millions of views, tons of engagement. But Venus Girl doesn't have any structure. She didn't have anyone around her that believed in her. And so despite the attention she had, her growth plateaued as a result. And so awareness does not equal a career. Now, Deckfluence reduces the fragmentation, it reduces the noise, it reduces the luck, and it gives artists an actual place where they can come together and meet the people that they need in order to grow. And you can think about it like LinkedIn, but built for the music ecosystem. And so on this new path, instead of being an artist with no direction and no place to go, you come to Deckfluence. And on Deckfluence, you meet the people you need, you meet your engineer, you meet your producer, you meet your marketer, you meet your videographer, you meet your graphic designer, and now you're on your way to sign a record deal because record labels want structure, not virality. And that's what builds your momentum and career. And the best part is, when the system works, everyone wins. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alex. Questions from our judges?
Great presentation. So just from my standpoint, not knowing a lot about, I see a lot of artists just come on and they really just utilize, like you said, social media to really begin to build that sort of, momentum that they need. And it seems they keep control of their product. They're able to really sort of cater their career as well as their pricing because they're really keeping control of everything. How does Deckfluence sort of like change that paradigm?
So Deckfluence actually doesn't change that. So Deckfluence, no one is taking royalties, no one is taking percentages, but as an artist, like you should be focused on the music, you should be focused on the creativity, and social media is changing so rapidly. There is so much that you need to learn. TikTok and Instagram act differently now. There's just so much that you need to learn. And so when an artist has to learn all of that in addition to their own creativity and music, it becomes very overwhelming, and so you don't know where to go. And so a lot of artists know that they have to be posting, and maybe they're posting, but they don't have real strategy behind it, and they're creative, right? So they just need someone else that can just come in and like give that alignment to them. So yeah.
Ben.
So the revenue, I haven't thought a ton about it, but I do see it being similar to LinkedIn, where it's like a free model where you can make a certain amount of connections and then you pay for a premium to get extra connections, you get benefit in messaging. I also see the system being gamified as well. So like you can build your resume on the system, you can show who you've connected with, who you've worked with. And so instead of labels having to scout on social media and Spotify, like guessing whether someone has structure around them, they can come onto Deckfluence, they can see someone's whole resume, they can see their collaborators, they can see everyone that has like been a part of their team. And so labels are going to get a much more security when they see that and they're ready to sign someone. So it almost becomes a go-to platform for A&Rs as well.
Thank you so much. One more round of applause. Thanks, Alex. I'll take that. And then just turn your way. All right. We will give the judges just a second here Two awesome presentations to start us off. All right, our next presenter is ready to go, and that is Kwong Lee also from the Fox School of Business, graduating in 26, here to talk to us about Otis.
Testing. Okay. Hello, hello.
You're good.
Yeah. Oh. Do this first. Okay. Ah. Hello, everybody. My name is Kwong Lei, and I'm excited to introduce you to a new AI platform, Otis. This AI platform is designed to help you to cut all the noises around you and only focus on what matters. So in the world today, where information is overload, Otis turns chaos to clarity. So let's move on to the problems. As you may know, every day we are constantly overwhelmed with message, with emails and app notification. And based on the statistics, every workers receive 120 notifications a day, and also most of the 28% of their time is used to just managing their emails. So today I bring up to you guys a new solution, Otis, the Smart Daily Digest. And as you see here, this is the user interface of our platform. It's about the top 10 things that matter today. So as you see here, Otis is an AI-driven platform. So it is taken to every digital input that you put in. For example, emails, Outlooks, and all the application notification that you have, and they summarize it into your own personal context. So what's different about Otis? It's learn from your schedule and communication and habits and behavior. For example, when you the first thing in the morning is you check on your friend's notification. Otis learns that, or maybe on your calendar, you have like a 3 p.m. Meeting. It will learn that, and also it will just bring up everything that relate to that 3 p.m. meeting to help you to prep on that meeting better. Moreover, the Otis is also built using proven AI and integration tools. So when we are building the platform, it will help us to build it more efficiently, and also it also protect us from data breaching. And why Otis stand out? The one thing I like about when I think about this product is that it's the cross-platform integration and also the context-aware prioritization. Because today, when I look on every application, for example, Facebook, for example, Outlooks, they all have all the summarized, but they don't connect to each other, and that's the annoying part of today. So I have to summarize again, and I just don't know what to do to sort out everything. And
all right,
yeah.
That's our time. We're going to stop right there. Thank you so much, Kwong. Round of applause. All right, judges, questions.
Definitely appreciate your passion. So if we were giving you a little bit more time, can you please help us further understand why Otis would stand out? You know that today is all AI and agent world, right? How would your idea differentiate from someone who say, I would like to build my own agent and then do all of that?
Oh, could we repeat the question again?
It's all AI and agent world, so everybody can build your own AI agent, right, to help you a lot of these daily chaos, Charles. So for your case, can you explain for us for a little bit more how and why would Otis stand out to provide additional value for your target market?
Oh, so for additional what? Value? Oh, so the platform will bring more to, for example, right? If you want to kind of summarize the application, summarize like the daily events,
like it's helped you to sort out like everything in your life. So I think it's gonna be more kind of essential in our daily life and help your life to be less stressful.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll just turn.
Oh.
All right. We are at our final presentation for the undergraduate track. This is, you're going to hear in just a second about Vazi World from Raphael, who's a student at the College of Liberal Arts. Before I do that, did everybody get a ticket when they came in, a raffle ticket? Did anybody not get a ticket? Okay, I see a couple. I will come around, keep your hand up. I will come around and give you a raffle ticket just to make sure that everyone's entered, because after this, we're going to do a quick drawing, and then you can head back and talk to one of our fabulous ESA, Entrepreneurial Student Association students, and we'll have some swag to give away. But before that, we are going to turn it over to Raphael, who's going to talk to us about Vazi World.
Can you guys hear me okay? All right, cool. So I'm Raphael, and I'm presenting Vazi World. So by just age 4, children from low-income families have heard 30 million fewer words than their more affluent peers. But it's not just about words, it's about missing conversations. See, research shows that the strongest driver of cognitive growth is open-ended dialogue. So this puts low-income children at a disadvantage from the beginning. And despite these findings, all major educational apps are not dialogic, not open-ended, and focus on content delivery rather than developing cognitive skills. Vazi World is going to fill that gap. It's an educational online game and teacher tool for ages 10 to 14. The game focuses on users having conversations with an AI-driven character, Vazi the Owl. To begin, Vazi gives information on a topic and prompts the user to respond thoughtfully. After they respond, Vazi asks a series of AI-generated follow-up questions that digs deeper into their thinking and forces them to think critically. With 5 different modes, the conversations mimic interactions kids have with adults that are so key for development. With the 5 different modes, it allows for a wide variety of types of interactions, such as self-expressing, storytelling, debating, and problem-solving. Teachers can create conversations that align with their curriculum and then assign them as homework. They can use the conversation summaries to then better engage their students in class and in conversation. And then they can use data analytics from the game to target key areas where their students might be needing development. In the skills breakdown, they can clearly see where students are struggling and where they're excelling and adjust based off of that. And in the growth metrics, they can see how their students' conversation skills have grown over time. The game will be profitable through 2 streams of revenue. Primarily will be a B2B freemium model where students play for free and schools pay for a teacher subscription. And this will primarily be funded through Title I, which is specifically for high-need schools. And then long-term, we're looking for B2G and B2R sales. So this would be data licensing with the government and with other research organizations. In the immediate, I'm addressing challenges like, will kids actually be interested, and how to build the game. And I'm addressing this by building my MVP with Bubble AI. And I have 2 teachers ready to test with students to see if they're interested. And then long-term, I'm thinking about things like data privacy, compliance, and AI safety with children. And I'm keeping that at the front of my mind as I develop. I believe I'm the best person to bring this to life because of my passionate belief in educational equity. And I'm applying that belief by going to be a teacher in high-need schools. And that's why I'm creating Vazi World, to be informed by how children really learn, to utilize AI to level the playing field for low-income children, and to build up a future generation of thinkers and problem solvers. Thank you.
Good job, Raphael. Thank you so much. Questions from our judges?
It's a fantastic idea. Can I volunteer to be a tester? And I have kids about the same age, and they would love to experience Vazi World.
Please.
Just one quick question. How are you incorporate the idea of inclusive design and thinking about those kids that may have coming from backgrounds where they need additional help? For example, they have speech issues, etc. How are you accommodating that?
Yeah, that's definitely an issue that I've thought about, and it's challenging because I do want them to be able to speak and not type to make it more engaging. Honestly, it's a bit ahead in the development for me, but it is something that I'm trying to think about if it'll be able to pick up how they speak and speak clearly to them.
Any other questions? Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. give one more round of applause to everybody in our undergraduate track. This was fantastic. Really innovative ideas. Excited to see where they go from here as, I don't want to say just an undergraduate student. Really impressive that they were able to put all this together. I'll put this up one more time for the People's Choice Award, and then we'll do one quick drawing just to kind of break things up, give our judges a chance to catch their breath. All right, so everyone get your tickets out. I think everything begins with 511, but this winner is 511240. Does anybody have 240? 511240. I've never called a raffle before. This is exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. We can move on to another one. No 240. All right, we'll put it back in. We'll try again. 511225. Does anybody have 225? Whoa, awesome. Congratulations. So you can head back, and it's Maya back there from the Entrepreneurial Student Association. She will walk you through our fabulous prize chest that we have, some IEI swag available. Everybody that is a raffle winner gets to draw pick one prize. And then, as Alan mentioned, our featured speaker for this afternoon is Jane Golden from Mural Arts Philadelphia. And they were kind enough to send us some swag as well. So we'll do some more drawings as the day goes on, but for now, we are going to shift into the upper track finalists. And again, as a reminder, these are folks that are either alums of Temple or our current graduate students. And here I am pleased to bring up Arish, who is going to talk to us about Edulor. Oh, you need that.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Arish, and I just want to talk about something really simple today. It's the idea that school shouldn't feel like it's work. But for most of the students, it does. The percentage of engaged students drops as they progress through the years. And when they reach high school, only 44% of students are actually engaged and interested in learning. This is a huge problem. Even after so many attempts by teachers to make learning more fun, engaging, and interactive, there's still this problem. And something's missing. The big problem right now is the digital tools that we use. They make content online, but they don't make it engaging enough for students. And this just doesn't interest them to wake up out of bed and actually be interested in learning. But what if we could change that? What if there was a way that school felt like an adventure game that students can play? Rather than experiencing this boring, glorified to-do list, what we call a learning management system, students actually experience this, a map that they want to explore. And in here, there are different characters that they would interact with. There's a story, and they're the hero of that story. And they're exploring this story and learning while they're doing it. And the way that it works is teachers give access to the courses, and our system pulls the course materials and transforms it into a story-based game. This game can be edited by teachers if they want to make any edits. And once finalized, the link of this game can be accessible on the LMS, and teachers and students can just access it and just play and learn. This is the vision of Edulor AI. These are some screenshots from the prototype that I'm working on. Every level of the game actually has this, where this is the hero of the game, and there's a sage character who would be teaching you things. And the quizzes and the assignments that you have is actually weaved into the story. So here there is a farmer who has some issue with the crops, and once you complete all the deliverables in that unit, there's some feedback mechanism. I think it got cut, but there's feedback from the sage, and then there are badges and skills that you can earn, and there's a hook for the next chapter. There's something happening, and you are excited to know what's happening and learn what's next. The opportunity is ripe. The gamified learning market is set to grow to 60 billion by 2030, whereas currently it is 6 to 8 billion. This is a 20% year-on-year growth. And how do we fit in all of this? So 94% of K through 12 schools actually use an LMS, and Edulor doesn't want to compete with that. We are a plug-in tool that plugs into the existing learning management systems and create this experience for students. In terms of competition, there are other competitors who try to make learning more engaging and fun, but they don't fit in this category of low effort by teachers to set it up and make this experience memorable, but still giving high engagement to students. They are either low bursts of fun, even though they are taking less efforts, or even they're just not engaging enough to engage students throughout a whole semester.
All right. Unfortunately, that's our time. We're going to cut you off right there. Great job. Thank you so much. Question from our judging panel.
Great presentation. Can you tell us a little bit about your sort of revenue model that you would have for this product?
Sure. So we want to have a freemium model for so teachers would be experiencing this for free, and we want to build like internal champions so that they actually push our they actually can see the engagement boosts that they get, because what do schools care about, right? Schools care about the students being engaged, the scores, and the cost of it, right? So we want to build internal champions and have a freemium model so that teachers can experience it. And also we want to have a subscription-based model. Yeah.
Thank you all so much. I'm not one to pat myself on the back, but the two educational submissions, like right back to back, we definitely planned that. That was not at all by accident. But we have another student from the Fox School of Business, current graduate student. So Anushka is here to tell us about 110.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Anushka. I'm from Fox School of Business and I present you 110. It's your personal beauty AI matchmaker. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt the need to go to a store to buy a makeup product or a skincare and it looks perfect in the store, but when you come back home, it turns out to be orange or ashy? Or even a serum that is supposed to be gentle enough for your sensitive skin, but still gives you breakouts? All this trial and error purchases is honestly time consuming and not cost effective. And all the generic online recommendation from all those beauty influencers does not really give you the solution that you're truly looking for. 110 is your personal skincare and makeup matchmaker. It allows users to upload photos of your skin, and then it analyzes your skin type, your overall condition, and it also detects concerns. And then allows users to choose from a tier, a normal line or a luxe line, whether you want an affordable beauty products or high-end premium products. And that way you have your own personalized skincare or makeup suggestions, right from a normal facial cleanser to a foundation. It also tells you how to use and gives you price comparisons across multiple websites, such as Ulta, it will give you $10, or Amazon, it's $8.62, and then the users can make informed decisions. Not only that, it also tells you where it is available in your nearby stores. And say if you have a product in mind that you don't know if it will suit your skin or not, you just have to search in the search bar, and on the scale of 1 to 10, it will give you a recommendation whether it suits your skin or not, with the pros and cons, and also recommends nearby dermats. And not only that, it also allows facial exercises such as jaw release or forehead smoother for your own skin type. Now, competitors exist, but they only solve part of a problem. In 110, we have all the features aligned here, as you can see. For example, Cosmetify only gives price comparisons and side-by-side product recommendations. It does not give you shade matching or facial exercises or skincare or makeup recommendation. And like so, there are other businesses that only solve part of the problem. Our target audience will be individuals starting their skincare or makeup journey who has no knowledge of it. This app will allow everyone to learn how to use skincare or makeup.
That's
Anyone
actually our time. We're going to have to stop right there. Great job, Anushka. Yes. Thank you. Round of applause. You can
Thank you.
up on stage. Wait up on stage because they have questions from our judges.
Thank you. Very interesting presentation. One of the competitive advantages that you noted in your chart, and one of the chief ones, was providing expert dermatologist, if I pronounce that correctly,
Yes.
advice. How do you do that? How's that get done?
So we reach out to local nearby dermats who are willing to give their expert knowledge on this platform, and in that way, it's an affiliate. It's like a marketing for them and as well as consumers. Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. Next up, we have Lauren from the Fox School Business class of 2016. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Neil stated, I'm Lauren Glazer. I'm the owner of SBH Baking Blend. For everybody in this room knows, consumers are making tough choices right now because of the economy. And oops, I forgot to click. So, and because of inflation and rising food costs right now, more people are baking at home instead of buying $10 pastries. But those home baked goods do not capture the same quality and flavor of what you buy at a bakery. So at the same time, there's the dual problem of food brands being under pressure to meet the demand for clean label ingredients and also be able to produce GLP-1 friendly products. So the solutions that are available on the market often have additives that are pretty not clean label and questionable ingredients, and they also compromise flavor and texture when they're used in different products. So this leaves a major gap between indulgent quality and also everyday accessibility, between what people want and what they're able to get on the market. So this is where S3H comes in. We have 3 different products. Well, we're technically still developing the third. Oh, so right now we have 2 and we're developing the third. So we have a toasted dry milk powder, and we also have a baking blend enhancement, and we're working on finalizing our GLP-1 blend. So unlike traditional baking enhancements that focus purely on performance, S3H combines food science with clean ingredients and bakery products. So bakery quality products to make your bakery quality products both simple and natural. And as our market research has shown, the people are baking more at home. And so what we have found is through our research is that our customers really will be and are, we have the home bakers that are, they're budget friendly and focused on, they bake at home a lot, but they also really want, they really want to be able to enjoy indulgences. They're also early stage CPG companies, and they're artisan bakeries. They don't have the money to, especially with these CPG companies and the artisan bakeries, they don't have the expense to be able to they don't have the budget to be able to hire the ingredient consultants, which are our main competitors. And so they're going to be turning to us because they want to be able to use the clean label suppliers.
That's unfortunately our time. We're going to stop you
Okay.
right there. Great job, Lauren. Thank you so much. Question from our judges.
Steph's there.
Thank you for the presentation. It appears that the solution is available through these other vendors, whether it be Whole Foods or other type of establishments. Does your product present a different solution than?
Okay, so the way it works, well, I'm going to try to condense this answer as much as possible because it's a pretty long-winded answer. So the way it works is there are these ingredients suppliers that you can contract. They cost thousands upon, they're very, very expensive. And what they'll do is when they come up with a formula for you, it's basically a formula. And they can cost tens to thousands of dollars, and that's at the low end of the budget. So if you're in very early stage CPG company and you're just looking to come up with a GLP-1 friendly product to go to market with, and you're just looking for an ingredient, this is a great option. And the other issue is, I don't think anyone's familiar with the ice cream calculator, so I won't use that as a metaphor. But they oftentimes use a calculation of macros and things like that. So they're not coming up with something that's necessarily based on flavor or those things. They're coming up with it based on, these are how these different ingredients work together. So you're not going to get the same results if you just use this in your product.
Thank you so much. One more round of applause for Lauren. You wouldn't mind just turning your microphone.
Okay.
All right, we have reached our final presentation for the upper track. Rucha is going to be here to talk to us about SkinSights.ai.
Imagine a world where you're struggling with skincare problems, you're going through acne, and you've gone to all the dermatologists, you've taken the recommendations from your favorite influencers, and you've taken the recommendations from your friends, yet nothing is working. Your mental health is going down, and your bank account is also going down from spending all the money on those products. Well, if you can relate to that, that's where I was for the last 9 to 10 years of my life when I went through a ton of severe cystic acne. From that, I realized that I wasn't alone. If anything, 56% of Gen Z feels confused by conflicting skincare advice and doesn't know what actually works for them. And this is backed by firms like Accenture and McKinsey, claiming that personalized skincare advice is actually very much in demand by this group. And in fact, $1.2 billion annually are wasted in skincare products, specifically from the concerns of acne. And that led me to build SkinSights.ai. To put it in a nutshell, it's kind of like if Flow, the menstrual tracking app, Duolingo, the language learning app, and Be Real, the image sharing app, had a baby, but for skincare. Meet SkinSights.ai. Essentially, when you have a lot of acne problems, you take this app, you take a photo of yourself, you put in some information about yourself, about your current challenges, your skincare routine, your daily habits, and it essentially gives you a personalized routine based on ingredients though. We're not product pushing, and we really want to make sure that we're helping you learn what's good for your skin as opposed to just encouraging you to spend money. And right now where we're at is we have a gamified experience. So not only is this something that gives you recommendations with the dashboard-like experience at the end, but we also have a chatbot with Glow, which helps you learn different habits you can implement into your skincare routine and earn points along the way to make sure you're enjoying this and improving retention along the way. Right now where we're at, We have a 100-person plus wait list. We've won a hackathon backed by VCs and also have 30 plus beta testers. And the biggest sentiment that we've seen from beta testers so far has been that we don't know what works for our skin, but I just keep trying and hoping for the best. This product does solve that. And if you don't believe me just yet, there's also an $18.4 billion market to back this, and it's estimated to grow at a 40.3% rate by 2027. Essentially, when you think about the revenue model, we're looking at a subscription model for the app specifically. We're starting at $5 a month, and they're going to $10 a month for the next level. And we also have affiliate commissions partnering with your favorite beauty companies, skincare companies. And then from there, after we hit 100K users, we're looking to partner with different larger beauty companies to help them innovate with their research and development and share our data and even licensing subscriptions for our AI model. The biggest reason why Gen Z and Gen Alpha specifically want this, though, is that they want personalized skincare and they want something that actually caters to their mental health. It's not just about using the product as a one-stop solution, but they want to actually improve their mental health, self-worth, and confidence. And that's what our chatbot will actually help them achieve.
All right. Unfortunately, that's 3 minutes. We're going to have to stop right there. Thank you so much.
So much.
Can you kind of quickly walk us through the competitive analysis and tell us how your idea is unique from some of the existing players?
100%. Let me go to slide. Okay. So currently, many of the solutions that exist are very focused on pushing products towards the user, or they're very clinical in their nature. So none of the ones that exist, even if you look here, so a lot of the recommendations people get right now are from social media. Then it's companies like La Roche-Posay, Sephora, et cetera, providing their own solutions, which push their products. And then you have Skin Genie or dermatologists making their own AI solutions, but those are too clinical. So currently there's nothing on the market that actually takes the user through the experience and helps them love their skin and learn that secret ingredient for their skin. And yeah, get to keep them on the app and continue using to find what ingredients work for them.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. Apologies, folks. I think there were maybe some technical issues with some of the QR codes that were on the tables. Those are maybe for the afternoon session. So if you did scan and you were seeing ones for the social impact, this hopefully is the correct code. You should see all of our options for presenters that were here today. So I will leave this up for just a little bit more just to make sure that everyone gets a chance to scan it. Counting down. Okay, great. Let us give one more round of applause to all of our participants in both the undergraduate track and the upper track. Congrats, congrats. Really impressed with all of the presentations that we've seen this morning. We are now going to take a little break from our presentations. Our judges are going to get up and stretch their legs and head back to everyone's favorite flight attendant, Alan Kersner, who's going to direct them into the conference room where they are going to make their choices. I will let folks stretch their legs in here for just a second, but then we will do some more raffle drawings. So I'll be back with you all in like 1 to 2 minutes. I just got to check on a few things, but we'll do some raffle drawings and then we will hear back hopefully from the judges in the next few minutes. So thank you, everybody. I forgot the most important thing. Did anyone come in and not get a raffle ticket? Anybody not get a raffle ticket? Okay, all right. All right, folks, I promised some more raffle drawings. Before we do that, let's maybe get a sense of some of the stuff we have back there. Maya, do you want to pick something that you think is really cool and hold it up, and maybe I can try and describe it? Oh, yes. Okay, so this is Maya's holding up a poster that was donated by Mural Arts Philly. This was done by, of course, I'm blanking on the name, but a famous current Philadelphia artist. Great to hold up in any or hang up in your dorm room, in if you've got a communal space. Maybe Maya pick one more thing just so the people have a sense of what they can. Oh yes, this is one of my purchases. This was from the Innovation Entrepreneurship Institute. So it's one of those tumblers. For those of you that are under the age of 21, it is not able to hold any alcoholic beverages. I'm so sorry. But for those of you that are over the age of 21, yes, it can. So that is one of the options that you have. And then Maya, maybe pick one more thing that you can hold up. Yeah, one of our IEI journals. So leather bound, a really nice piece to have with our logo on it. So lots of things to choose from back there. I will draw a couple of tickets and we will see kind of where we are. All right. So again, everything starts with 511, but this is, oh, I think we did this one earlier. Is 511-240. Are you here? All right. I'm just going to throw that one out then because I don't think, last call, 511-240. Okay. All right. Let's do 511-238. 238. All right. Awesome. Congratulations. Head on back and Maya will help you pick out a prize. We can do a couple more. You can go back and she'll help you pick one out. All right, we have 511-230. All right, there we go. He's ready. Congratulations. All right, one more. We'll do one more for now, and then I'll come back in a little bit. 511-233. 511-233. Anybody? Anybody? All right, we're gonna have to go again. Okay. 511-227. 227. All right, right down front. Congratulations. All right, folks. I will be back with everybody in just a second, and we will talk about our our award ceremony.
Hello, everyone. Sorry to interrupt the conversations going. I just got word from the boss. We're gonna do a couple more raffle drawings. So hopefully somebody has these this time. I got two more tickets here. I got a 242. Awesome. Anybody got a 226? Phenomenal. Let's try a couple more. Hopefully these ones work. 234. There we go. Perfect. You can step on back. Congratulations. 246. Maybe. No. All right. 236. I'm trying to get two. At least give me two. 222. Y'all are killing me. I'll just give it to somebody at this point. Anybody just let's try one more time. 228. There we go. There we go.
All right, folks. Our judges are close to finishing up their deliberations, so we will have results back in a second. It would be great if all the finalists could please just make their way back to the green room, just so that you're all coming from one place when it comes time for the awards. We hope that folks will definitely stick around for lunch. We have an awesome alumni company from the Fox School of Business called JoJo's Cafe. I'm sure they will bring business cards, but they are a Vietnamese restaurant. They're bringing some banh mi's, some spring rolls, some other really yummy things, lots of food sensitivity options as well. So they will be set up out here close to around noon. And then, like I said, in the afternoon, we have the social impact focus pitches. As you can tell, a lot of these ideas were in terms of innovative idea focus, revenue generating, thinking true business model. These can definitely have that aspect for the social impact. But they also can have use social entrepreneurship to think about addressing things like food insecurity, homelessness, education inequality. You saw some of that a little bit this morning. But so yeah, we will be back in just a second with the final message from the judges, and then we'll take a little break. So thank you all for your patience. Much appreciated. All right, folks. Everybody back. My favorite dad joke. Raise your hand if you're not here. All right, so we are going to get started with our awards presentation. So first up, again, thank you to our partners at the, I just have you hold those. Thank you. Thank you to our partners at IBIT. They have done a really great job of going through all of the submissions and seeing, what are some good candidates for them to work with as clients. We really encourage folks to think about them, especially if they are in the digital space. But they sponsored the Digital Innovation Award, and so we are pleased to announce that Edulore is the winner of the DIF Award. Oh, sorry. Let's do this one more time. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have the People's Choice Award. Thank you to everybody that voted. Much appreciated. We are pleased to announce that the People's Choice Award goes to Chillmate. Yeah, of course. Love that. Love that. All right. Next up, this is where I need to stay on top of things. Okay. Second place in the undergraduate track goes to Deckfluent. And then I think we move on to first place. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Second place in the upper track. Sorry, Jaden, I'm throwing you for a loop here. I know. Second place in the upper track goes to Edulore AI. Oh, thank you. All right. Next up, we have first place in the undergraduate track, and that goes to Vazi World. Congratulations. All right, I think we got two more left. I think we got first place in the upper track, which is skinsights.ai. Congratulations. What was that? Oh, sorry, one more. All right. And last but not least, the grand prize winner goes to Vazi World. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining once again. This was a great morning session. Really appreciate it. We are going to take a little pause from our programming while we connect with our caterer and make sure that lunch is set up. People are welcome to network. I think there are still some beverages and things left over from, I feel my phone buzzing, so I think that's the caterer now, from this morning. But please find some members of the IEI. Alan is here. Professor Carl Kraus. Carl, would you mind raising your hand? Carl is a faculty member. Also want to shout out Professor Jeff DeMasi, who's back there. Jeff is another faculty and staff member in the IEI. We would love to connect with you, and thank you all for being here. We'll connect back in a second.